In a corner of the multiverse where battle never rests and every blow can change fate, there is a lineage of heroes born with a gift or a curse. They're mutants, they're outcasts, they're warriors, they're the last hope. They fought in the shadows as the world rejected them. They spilled blood for those who called them monsters. They protected the innocent even when no one protected them. They didn't choose to be different. They chose bravery. Legends forged in war: Wolverine, Jean Grey, Phoenix Goddess, Magneto, Master of Metal, Bishop, Time Traveler, Rock, Indomitable Force, Nike Crawler, Shadow of Good. They are not only characters, they are symbols of struggle, sacrifice, redemption. And today, on this battlefield where only the best survive, we're going to unleash their true potential. Get ready to roam the Marvel Universe. Batter superheroes where the X-Men don't just fight, they dominate. This isn't just a top, it's the ultimate war for mutant honor. Welcome to the top 10 most powerful X-Men of Marvel's superhero battle. In the number 10 position, we find a triple Infante. But let no one be confused, it is not because they lack power or presence. It is because fate, or better KVAM, has decided to keep them still locked up after the rarity of 6 stars Kitty Pryde, Archangel, and Magneto. 3 names that have marked generations within the mutant universe. 3 live weapons. Still waiting to awaken all her power in the throne of the 7 stars, we start with Kitty Pryde. Catherine Kitty Pryde was one of the youngest mutants to join the X-Men and quickly became one of the most beloved. It has the ability to pass through solid matter, a power that goes beyond simple intangibility. It can avoid attacks, disable machinery, and even walk on air. More than a warrior, Kitty is a leading strategist and a heroine who has fought side by side with giants in the game. Kitty Pryde is a failure teacher. His ability allows him to evade all kinds of damage while sliding forward. Each step gives it a charge of efficiency, which is a promise of destruction. It requires precision, reflexes, and absolute control, but if you master it, it will reward you with devastating damage and versatility that makes it a counter for many feared nodes. And not only in attack, he shines in defense. Its failure can turn it into a total nightmare, causing the enemy to fail again and again until they fall without understanding what happened. Warren Wharton with Tercero was a privileged young man with angel wings, until Apocalypse corrupted him, turning him into an archangel, a living death machine with metal wings that cut like blades and poison coursing through his veins. Archangel is the fusion of beauty and brutality in battle. Archangels, pure aggression, no complicated strategy. Make a stop, load the blow hard, and leave poisons and bleeds to turn into neurotoxins. His attacks therefore apply poison and bleed with ease that then turn into neutrosins, a lethal debut that reduces the accuracy of the opponent's abilities and slowly kills them. His style is direct, blunt, and highly effective, but he needs his POR 200 skill to shine as he deserves. Without it, it's fearsome, but with it, it's lethal. Eric Lenser, better known as Magneto. He is one of the most complex and powerful characters in the mutant universe. Survivor of the visionary horror of a new world, Magneto not only controls the metal, he controls his fate and that of his villain, hero father leader Magneto. He's been many things, but he's never been weak in games. Magneto is a destroyer of metal tags. If your opponent wears this tag, you can only pray. Its rotation is simple but unstoppable. Stop charges the hard hit to stack efficiencies, and when you get to Super Attack 3, the rival just ceases to exist. No matter how much life the opponent has, a well-worn magnet can make even the toughest metal champions disappear in the blink of an eye. He doesn't fight, he imposes, he doesn't ask, he destroys. There are 3 champions, 3 legends, 3 X-Men who still await their definitive promotion to the rank of 7 stars: Kitty, Archangel, and Magneto, different in style, united in their power, and when the groceries fit, the metagame will tremble at position number 9. It's reserved for one of the most powerful mutants in the Marvel Universe, and not just once, but twice. The storm roars from 2 fronts, one from the past renewed with fury, and the other from an alternate future, majestic and lethal. Both are named after a queen. They're both storms. Aurora Munro was born with the power to control the weather. Worshipped as a goddess in Africa, she would join the X-Men and become one of the most influential leaders. Owner of thunder, mistress of the winds, and commander of the clouds, Storm not only manipulates nature, turns it into her weapon. For years, his classic version went unnoticed until Cavan Lecavan gave him the power he deserved. Today, Classic Storm is an attacker and devastating. With a simple gameplay but deadly stop, strong blow to accumulate efficiencies, and when you reach sub-attack 2, prepare to unleash an apocalyptic bolt that strikes your enemies with violence impossible to ignore. And if you use it in fights with champions, which leave high voltage, or super nodes with electric shock, you will see how it fires, accumulating even more efficiencies and causing increasing unstoppable electrical damage. From the sands of the defunct Marvel Real of Champions comes an alternate and mystical version of Ororo Storm Pyramid X. In this universe, she not only commands the sky, she also rules over the ancestral magic of Wakanda, a queen illuminated by the storm and by history. This version was created by Caban with a clear vision, to be a complete threat on both offense and defense, and they pulled it off. As an attacker, his gameplay revolves around a simple and very effective cycle: keep the blow strong, drop it to accumulate efficiencies, and unleash all his power in a devastating super attack 2. It doesn't need a complex rotation, it doesn't require long setups, it's solid, fast, and powerful, but where it really shines is in defense. Thanks to its ability to deflect most of the attacks, it can become a real nightmare. The hits that are supposed to impact just get lost, diverted by his mystical energy field. Many players underestimate Pyramid Storm X until they are trapped in a node and don't know how to take even 10% of his life. 2 storms, 2 styles, 2 worlds, 1 queen in 2 bodies, and both unstoppable. If you are looking for control, damage, defense, and spectacularity, Thunder always responds to the same name: Storm. In 8th place, we receive the mutant who has joined the battle this year, but no less impressive. From Wakanda comes a giant of enormous power and peaceful heart, gentle, half Russian, half Wakandian. Nesno, better known as Gentle, possesses such overwhelming strength that his own body cannot withstand it to contain it. His skin is coated with vibranium, channeling each blow with precision and pain. In the games, Gentle shines as an attacker. Each punch he connects accumulates muscle mass loads that increase his damage incredibly. When you reach 11 charges, Sub-Attack 2 becomes a weapon of total destruction, accompanied by bursts of physical damage that erase the opponent. The key: don't pass. If you throw with 12 or more charges, you will suffer self-harm, a brutal punishment for not measuring your power. Gentle is contained force, devastation measure, and when unleashed, it is an earthquake in human form. In post number 7, Ice and Fire collide: 2 mutants, 2 styles, the same brutal impact. Negasonic and Iceman take to the battlefield with unique abilities that make them stand out in both offense and defense. Negasonic is irreverent, powerful, and unique. His arrival revolutionized gaming with mechanics never seen before. His attacks don't make physical contact. This makes it the perfect counter for champions with thorns like Kor or Atuna, allowing him to strike without consequence. Its gameplay is blast after blast, constant combos to charge incinerators, then sub-attack 1 to power them up and sub-attack 2 to activate a new mechanic. Touch the screen repeatedly to increase the number of incinerations, and when you are ready to hit hard, the rival will melt before your eyes. Also on defense, it can be an absolute nuisance if you can't handle it well. Bobby Drake, aka Iceman, was one of the first mutants to arrive at the games. For years, it was left behind, but its return in 7 stars has awakened the Frozen Titan. It's a defensive wall thanks to its great immunities and real torture. If you don't have the right counter, the fight barely begins. Apply a passive freeze disadvantage that reduces your life little by little without you being able to avoid it. And an attack is versatile. By accumulating those freezing disadvantages, he can unleash bursts of damage that destroy the enemy without giving them respite. A queen of pure energy, a resurrected ice veteran, Negasonic and Asman are proof that battle style is everything, but power always speaks louder. In position number 6, there is no magic, no fire, no speed, just muscle and pure steel. Colossus, the Titan of the X-Men, has been reborn thanks to one of the most successful buffs in the entire game and is now an unstoppable force. Worse, Rasputin is a Colossus born in Russia. His mutation allows him to turn his body into organic steel, giving him colossal strength and endurance, living up to his name. Of noble spirit and steadfast heart, he has been for years the living shield of the X-Men, but now he is also their sword, thanks to his colossal buzz. Now accumulate robustness with stops and hard hits. Each one boosts its damage, and when you start stacking them, the rival can only watch their life disappear. Punch by punch, it doesn't need complex rotations, it doesn't require modern mechanics, just stops, timing, and steel fists. We have seen him shine in long combat alongside legends like Diego Fettuccini, proving that Colossus can endure and crush without rest. The only drawback for this robustness to be permanent needs to be at maximum signature ability by 200. Without that, its potential falls, but with it, it's a train without brakes. Colossus does not scream, does not run, does not dodge, only advances each step heavier, more lethal, more invulnerable. And the position? The number 6 proves that steel, when forged with courage, can also reign in battle. In post number 5 appears a mutant who masters fire as if it were part of his soul, a man forged in a future of war, born to resist and now reprogrammed to destroy. Lucas Bishop comes from a ravaged future where mutants are mercilessly hunted. As a member of the X-Men, I swear to change that destiny, and such I gain a power that shakes reality, absorbs and redirects energy. Bishop is not the fire's channeled revenge, it's a shield that can become a missile in seconds. The buzz he received transformed Bishop into one of the best defenders in the game. Its mere presence in a node is enough to force you to take a counter or suffer the consequences, easily generates efficiencies. It regenerates and its super touches are unblockable. His super attack 1 is a brutal blast of incineration that you can make life an opponent's second if you don't react in time. But make no mistake, the attack is also a beast. Each stop generates efficiency if when you reach the 2TLB super attack, a burst of fire that can wipe the enemy off the map. Bishop doesn't just fight, he punishes. And if you don't come prepared, his fire will burn you to ashes, in defense, in attack, in everything he does. Bishop is pure power, and that's why he earns his spot among the top 5 titans. In position number 4, Luck and Fire go hand in hand. Domino and Sunspot, 2 mutants who do not forgive one dominate's chance, the other the sun itself. Domino is a classic character in the game, but he has never left the metagame. Its power lies in the unpredictable, and if you have the misfortune to face it better, pray for your life. With her ability for 200, she shines as a defender. His passive critical miss ability makes even the best attacker able to miss, and that miss becomes damage you can't avoid. If you don't come with a counter, Domino destroys you without giving you a choice to react. On attack, your style is down to chance, yes, But when critical hits fall in your favor, critical bleed and under attack 2 can drain bars of whole lives. Domino doesn't follow rules, he breaks them, and even today, he continues to demonstrate that luck is on his side. Roberto da Costa, known as Sam Spot, is a pure attacker, a specialist in finishing baits before his rival understands what is happening. Every one of his hits applies passive incineration, turning every contact into ensured damage, keeping the hit strong. Activates his power stack, allowing you to quickly reach super attacks. The rotation is clear, several super attacks 1 to set the stage, and then super attack 2 caps it all off with a solar blast that ravages the enemy in modes like Batten on Sand Spot, is one of the best fast, clean, direct and brutal assassins. Domino plays with chaos. Sam's Spot burns everything. 2 mutants, 2 paths, but only one truth. When they enter the field, they do it to end everything on the podium. In third place, we find a force of nature that few expected. Dust, a mutant who dominates sand and wind, capable of turning any battle into a scorching desert where only she survives. Soraya Kadir, known as Dust, is a mutant of Afghan origin with the unique ability to manipulate sand, will among nothing, martial arts and discipline. She combines her mutation with an unwavering temper, becoming a relentless adversary on defense. Dust is a real wall. No one can hit her in lockdown without suffering the consequences. It puts sand disadvantages, which when activated unleash a storm that infringes brutal and almost inevitable damage. Also, it can deflect attacks, causing the enemy to lose patience and, more importantly, life in attack. The strategy is simple but lethal. Accumulates loads of sand on the opponent, uses strong blows to turn them into efficiencies. Thus, when you reach Super Attack 2, he unleashes a storm of raw damage that has no comparison, and thanks to his passives, his super attacks don't lower the power bar, allowing him to launch several attacks in a row that finish off any rival. Dust not only fights, dominates, not only resists, destroys, and in the top 3 is the storm that sweeps the battlefield. In second place, we find a mutant who not only lights up the stage, but also dazzles in the Dazzler battle. Alison Blair, aka Dazzler, uses her mutation to turn sound into light and energy, transforming herself into a dazzling, lethal spectacle. Not only is she an artist, she is a warrior whose light blinds and burns her attacking enemies. Dazzler is pure energy. Each hit charges tempo charges, and every 10 charges allows you to slide 100 opponents. If we manage to catch her in lockdown, we activate a passive stun, the perfect opportunity for a hard blow that will further increase the charges. With that pace, we reach Super Attack 1, a deployment of lightning that by repeatedly clicking on the screen during the animation increases the tempo charges, and when we reach 100 charges, it is time to unleash Super Attack 2. Again, tap during animation to maintain unlockability, efficiency, and fury. The result is absolutely savage damage capable of annihilating any Daffler defender. It's not just light, it's the pace and fury that rip through the battle. His brilliance deserves second place in our top X-Men at number 1, the heart and soul of the X-Men, the leader who inspires, who guides, and who dominates. The mutant Caban has finally elevated to his rightful place. He's Cyclops. Scott Summer is so much more than an optical beam thrower. He is the force that keeps the team together, the strategist who never loses control, the leader who faces any battle. No fear. Cyclops shines in attack with spectacular mechanics. You just have to combine medium and weak blows and to load your precision charges. Upon reaching 15 charges, launch his 2 unblockable attacks, gaining efficiencies and power effectiveness that allows him to chain super attacks one after another, and with the brutal damage they infringe, no enemy survives long enough to resist his fury. In addition, his improved accurate concentration avoids mistakes and illusions from opponents, making him a natural counter to evaders like Bullsight. Awakened and with signature ability for 200, Cyclops evades damage from thorns of troublesome champions like Tuna or Core, turning it into adrenaline to heal. His passive duplication ability grants persistent charges for every X-Men on the team. increasing strength, efficiency, and accuracy. And with each victory, he adds another persistent burden. When he reaches 10 charges, Cyclops becomes an unrivaled machine of destruction in the game. The leader has arrived unstoppable, unbeatable, unsurpassed on the throne of Marvel's X-Men. Top batter can only be one, and he is Cyclops. And thus concludes our journey through the X-Men universe in Marva de Superheroes, a legacy of power, strategy, and courage that continues to grow, from the intangibility of Kitty Pryde to the solar fury of Sandspot to the unstoppable leadership of Cyclops. These mutants not only dominate the battle, they dominate the hearts of their fans. If you like this epic ranking, don't forget to leave your like to support the channel, subscribe so you don't miss any future battles, and activate the bell to be part of our mutant community. Comment below. What is your favorite X-Men, or who do you think deserves to be on this top? Thank you for joining me, and remember, true power lies in those who fight with honor.